When installing your window vinyl, again, we're going to use the hinge method, and what you do is you attach one half of the graphic to your back window and just hinge back the other half. Carefully peel off the backing on the vinyl, the perforated vinyl. If you have someone else available, they could hold one part of the backing, and then go ahead and with scissors just cut that backing off. And now you're ready to start laying down the vinyl. And you're going to take the squeegee that I've provided you and basically just go along and slowly start to lay down the vinyl on the window, being careful not to crease it. The lamination helps you in that fashion, in a sense that whatever you're doing, it's really not that difficult, because you can pull the vinyl off if you make a little bit of a overlap or something to that effect. But you just slowly just keep laying down the vinyl on the window and just flattening it out, and you'll see it's really not that hard to do. So once you have half of the vinyl laid down, you basically are going to move to the other side of the graphic, peel off the tape at the top, and you'll start that process over. Now, the one thing you want to do as you're going through and looking at this is just step back, take a look, make sure it's where you want it. If you have just a couple of small air bubbles, just go ahead and pop the bubble right in the hole of the perforation and just flatten over the top. Don't make too many, and don't make big cuts, or else they'll get water underneath it, and you don't want that. But just go ahead. If you see a few small bubbles, just go ahead and pop them. Don't really get too crazy about it, because when the sun hits it, it'll start to flatten it out by itself also. But do the best to get it as laid down as flat as you can right now. And remember, people are going to be looking at these from a distance. They're not going to be studying it still, really close up. So as you're driving around, the bubbles that you're seeing when you lay this down on your window will never be recognizable from a distance. So again, I get a little bit. That is me putting this one on, and I get a little bit over the top, and I make sure I get every last little thing right. So you more or less just are really concerned about getting it laid down. And again, I have half of it. Now I just take the tape off of the other half and get ready to repeat the same procedure. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, there's detail people, I'm sure, in your area at garages or local dealerships that you could have this installed for you if you just wanted to be sure you've got it down right. And that may cost a couple bucks, but it's worth it. So do it right. Again, I feel comfortable in saying that you can do it yourself. I wouldn't worry too much about it. But if for some reason you just think, hey, this is definitely beyond me, go pay somebody 40, 50 bucks to have it installed, or whatever they may charge you, 25, I don't know, just to ensure. But again, what we're doing here is we're just having one of my friends help just peel off the backing, and now we just hold the vinyl with one hand, and you're basically just going and just flattening it down. And again, if you do a little bit of, if you get a little bit like, hey, I didn't like the way that laid down, you can pull that vinyl back off of the window for, quite a few times. You don't want to do it too many times, because you'll start to lose that adherence that you're looking for. But you can just keep peeling it back off if you need, just a little bit. Take your time and just keep running your squeegee along that vinyl rather, and you'll see. I mean, it's really just a flat surface. It really doesn't require a great amount of skill. And you'll see now, as I get towards the edges of the window, I just keep pressing from the from the middle out to the outside, and just get a good bond between your vinyl and your window. And if I get any bubbles, again, I'll go ahead and pop them and flatten it out. And even though it looks well lit in this garage, it was actually kind of dark. I wasn't really pleased about having to install one in the dark, but it worked out well anyway. And again, once you get to a point, you can go ahead and just trim around your window and take the excess that's on the outside of this off, and you'll see this in a second. So now I've got a blade. Take a blade and basically just follow the contour of the window that you're installing this on, Go all the way around. And then just peel off the excess. And you'll just repeat that pretty much all the way around your entire window. The one piece I don't show you on here that I highly recommend is I have the 3M tape that I provide with all of my laminations and graphics, and it's a little quarter-inch, half-inch strip of tape, like I just illustrated there, that goes all the way around your window and seals it off really nice. Now, if you don't want to put it on, you don't have to, but again, I can't really guarantee or warranty any of these. These, it's totally at your discretion how you want to install this. You can have it installed yourself, or you can have someone else install it. But I would highly recommend putting a tape around it.